do I have everything? I do. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Gabriella. We are talking about, oops, let's get rid of that. Let's talking about tea this morning. Welcome to the kitchen pharmacy class. Hey, Tessa. Hi. You're going to lose your subscription. Mild Dokins. You make sure if you want to up to your subscription, it starts to show that. All right. Here we go. I said we would talk about tea this morning. I'm brewing my tea, but first things first. Good morning, Sandy. Thank you. First things first, I'm going to get my mushroom coffee. So, hold, please. Where's my mushroom coffee? Here it is. Okay. All right, so I have all different teacups. And everything's ready. So good morning, Cheryl. Oh, Cheryl, can you email me? I want to show you something. I have to show you something. All right. First Wednesday live, I've gotten a catch. Well, I'm like an hour late, Cassidy, so you're in. You're going to like this because it's simple and this is your tea arsenal. These are the teas that you need. I mean, there's so many, and it was very hard for me to pick my favorites, but I wanted to pick the ones, this is twice, I wanted to pick the ones that I drink on a regular basis, and I also wanted you guys to see, I just want to go over them with you so that you can see, hey, Classy, I wanted you to see, what was I doing? Oh, I need a tea. I need some spoons, and I want to show you how easy it is. And, I think teas are underestimated. Hey, Classy, thank you so much. Oh, thank you for the heart me. I wanted to show you guys how easy it is to make tea, to drink tea. Hold on, I'm just grabbing the rest of my stuff because I'm a little behind. I was up, of course, again till like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I trying to get myself ready because I'm traveling today. Hold on, okay. And now I just got word that my flight might not make it. I'm really sad. All right, so first things first, let's start with my mushroom coffee. Ooh, you know how that's essential for me. I brought my tea. I love these. They're kind of European. The first time I saw them was when I was traveling to Ireland. I was like, you know what? I need that. I need that tea tool because I'm a tea girl. Well, I'm a tea drinker when I need medicinal things, which is strange because, not strange, it's just, a lot of people don't go to tea right away when they're not feeling good. And if you know the benefits, you will see that how important they are. So first up, let's talk about it. A couple of things. There's 2 ways to drink tea. You can buy loose tea or you can do it this way. Hold on, I want to go get my little tea basket. Let me see if I have it. I am personally where's my tea thing? Okay, here it is. I am personally a tea bag drinker. Okay. Oh, if you saw behind the scenes today, I'm just like, I feel like, what's her name? I Love Lucy this morning. I am like all over the place. Okay, here I am. Welcome. Thank you for the heart, me. You guys are awesome. All right, just go. Oh, you guys are sending me gifts that I'm not even seeing. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. I'm like all over the place. Okay. Okay. I'm calmer now. All right. Several ways to drink tea. You can drink them like this. I know, I have it right here, Cheryl. You can drink it out of a tea bag, or you can make fresh tea, which we're going to do like a little lemon ginger, and I'll show you how you brew that. Or you can do loose tea. Jesus loves me. I definitely feel that way. My life is led by Jesus, for sure. I don't talk about that too much because that's a different kind of podcast, and live, but yes, that is true. Tea for men and liver issues. Yeah, we got you. We got you. We're going to talk all about that today. So there's a couple of ways. Like I have some, I mean, I'm like a little fancy pants sometimes with my little teapots. These are my two favorites and the ones I use all the time. This one has a little cup on it. So when I brew my tea, I can just pour, which I love. And it's like two, you can get 2 cups or a cup and a half out of this, but I love that. Oh, thank you for all of that. I know, good morning. I know it's a perfect day. It's like overcast and just crazy. I have all these dishes from the other night. All right. So those are the 3 ways that we brew tea. I'm drinking mushroom coffee right now, Brie. I guess I should be drinking, a tea, but I have to start my day with my mushroom coffee. It kind of resets me, and I'm not all over the place when I'm talking to you guys. So I kind of pulled together my 5 favorite teas, and then some mint tea we're gonna do also, and brew. And I'm gonna show you how that brews. Now, because we are doing, some tea needs to steep. I want to do that one first. So if I'm steeping tea, I use my pots. What kind of, I use Rise mushroom coffee. Here, this one. It's in my book. Oh, so some of these teas I've set on my Kitchen Essentials page on my website. Can you guys see me? It feels like the lights are kind of low. Hold on, let me see. All right, get it a little brighter in here. That's a little better. Okay, some comments in this live. Oh, I don't know what that means, but I don't even care. Okay, so I want to do some. This is organic ginger. Can you flip the mirror so we can see them? Yes. I'm so bad at that. Thank you, dear. Let me see. Thank you for the heart me. Those heart me's are so important. Oh, thanks. I feel like I'm a mess, Cheryl. I don't really actually feel like I'm a mess. I feel like I'm not prepared, and I was up till 1 o'clock, 1:30 this morning, trying to be prepared. All right, hold on. Let me just flip the camera. Takes me a minute. Let me see. Where's this stupid flip? Okay, mirror. There you go. Oh, here you go. Okay, this is probably, I have 2 favorite tea companies, and they're both obviously certified organic. The first one is Traditional Medicinals. I love this tea company, and you can almost see the whole line. I know my Nicholas Moss pottery. You can usually get the whole line in a pretty good. Good morning, my friend. In a good health food store. I am a busy lady, too busy. I got to slow myself down. And then the other one is the Buddha teas. Both companies are fabulous. I love their teas. They're all non-GMO. They certify them. No pesticides. And one of the things that I think about when it comes to tea, and I actually don't think about it often, but I do for people, when I started teaching these classes. I feel like you guys are tipped over. Hold on. I don't know why, but let me see if I can straighten you out. Ay, ay, ay. Is that better? You more straight? Okay. And I'm trying this microphone. How does the sound on here? Does it sound better? Hi, Pam. Does it sound better today? I feel like it sounds a little bit better. Okay, so let me cut this ginger up. I like if I'm going to drink ginger tea, and we're going to go over the medicinal properties today too, but I just want to get this going first. So one of the things that I think about when I think about tea, I'm going to use about this much, which is a lot for a cup of tea. Can't see the cutting board. Oh, okay, hold on. Can you see it now? Can you hear me now? Can you see me now? There you go. And because it's, yes, I got one of these microphones. I've had it for a while, but I think what happens is sometimes it will go out. So if it does, don't panic. I'll repeat myself. So I have my teapot brewing here. And I'm just going to pour my hot water in here. I don't like when I'm working with fresh herbs. I won't usually pour boiling water. I let it stop boiling just for like a couple of seconds. I bring it back down just because, I don't know, it's just something I do. All right, so we're going to let that steep for about 15 minutes. Somebody put a timer on at 10 minutes. You still can't see the cutting board? Now you can, right? I'm not really cutting too much today. I mean, it was just that in about maybe 10 minutes, can you guys just let me know, because I don't have a cutting board in front of me. Will you let me know? And I'm going to put a little piece of lemon in there. What's steep? Steep is what you do when you pour hot water or a boiling water over fresh tea leaves. You can steep tea out of a tea bag. You can steep tea with loose teas. And I'm going to open up a tea bag and show you how we do that also. I like using one of these also. If I can remember how to use it. Oh, here, it slides. This is great because it will give you like a 1 serving loose tea. And I can show you that also. We'll open up a tea. And we're going to talk about why I chose these 5 teas that are my favorite, plus ginger and mint. So there's like 7 teas that we're going to talk about today that are really wonderful. I like this company too. So Lemon Balm is one of my favorite teas. It's something I drink probably at least once a day. And what I love about these teas, so their slogan is, "We believe medicinal herbs hold the power to create change." I mean, that's so pretty. And then on every little thing, it's like a little fortune. Like, when you open up a fortune cookie, it's the same with these tea bags. How strange that nature does not knock and yet does not intrude. And then they put the person, Emily Dickinson said that. So now I'm only showing you this because I do not have loose tea. I would not normally open up a tea bag, but I just wanted to show you the different ways. So something like this, and this tea is a little bit it's too fine, so it might go through. It's going through a little bit. But you could do this. And if you have one of these that closes over your tea, I'm going to show it a bunch of times, Michelle. So now when you do this, you can take your teacup, right? Thank you for all the gifts. You can take your teacup, put your little brewer in there, and pour it over. And let it steep. And this will steep your tea. Now, it didn't really work because this tea is not made for loose tea. It's too small and it's going through the little holes. But I just kind of wanted you to get the idea. And now I let it sit there for a minute. I am a 2 tea bag girl. Like when I drink tea, I like it. I guess because I love espresso and those strong bitter flavors, I like to use 2 tea bags because the tea is a little bit stronger. I don't know, that's me. If some people like to just dip it and put it, take it out. Okay, so first teas first, and it's really, actually, you guys are going to lose your mind. This is called mullein leaf tea. This tea is what they call the respiratory healer. I would say that would be my favorite. Hi, you guys, you're all popping up that you're losing your subscriptions soon. So I think you can, while I'm on, you can, resubscribe. So what I love about this is it supports the lungs. And it clears, and it's like a mucus clearing tea. And it really works. This is one that I use, and I've used with my daughter when she was little. We would steam over like a nice pot also. But sipping mullein tea breaks up the congestion. And it really works. It really works. So I know there's a lot of respiratory nonsense going on right now. It helps relieve coughs, congestion, and sometimes asthma symptoms. It supports lymphatic drainage, and it has some anti-inflammatory properties that ease eases like throat irritation. So this is a powerful, thank you, June. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So diamonds and pearls, I actually ran today and got a few of these on my kitchen essentials page. This particular box of tea, and we sell probably 200 boxes, 200 different varieties of tea in the store that I work in. A&B Organic Throat Coat is the only thing that helps coughing. Yeah, May, that's a great tea. Mel, that's a great tea. I did not put that one in here today because I'm not a fan of it, just because of the flavor. It is a fabulous tea. People swear by it for sure. So, my love, please don't ask to join my lives. I don't do that because, whatever. Anyway, so you can go on there, and I actually posted this particular box of tea. You go to my website, The Organic Food Movement. And yes, that's how I would say use Manuka honey. It's expensive, but it really is medicinal, and it gives you that extra powerful punch. Mullen's great for getting all the congestion out. It's really good. And if you have asthma or lung issues, people who have the beginnings of COPD and you want to just give them a little relief, it is not going to cure anything. It's just going to give that supportive sort of help. It's fabulous. You want to steep the tea bags 10 to 15 minutes, and the loose tea, same thing. You're steeping for like 10 to 15 minutes. So it's really fabulous. And what's good for sinus? You could use the mullein also. That's a really good tea. Asthma, I'm going to have to try it. When you have asthma, this tea actually, I do notice works. I ice in my Stanley, A+ to sip on while I work. Yeah, for sure. That's really the way. And you guys are going to have your own little medicinals. I figured I just was going to pick 7 today because I know how much we yap. So it's going to, we're going to go fast. Good for kidneys. You want something hydrating and supportive. Calming. I would have to look at that. I don't know exactly what would be a good tea. The Chinese herbal teas to me are better for that. PBR, what's going on? So mullein tea would be my first go-to for anything lung related. Thank you so much for your art, me. Thank you. Yes, join my team. Those are very important. Darling. Oh, she's back. I forgot about her. I didn't change those gifts. I always forget. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you, June. All right. So next up, next up is my all-time, thank you very much. Thank you so much for my cake. I use mullein because my airways have collapsed and it's been so helpful. See, Carla, is that because of asthma? Yeah, this tea is fabulous. And I will always say you have to use organic tea. There'll be no genetically modified organisms. Good morning, Linda. That's really important. Very, very important. Especially that you're drinking it, especially if you decide to inhale it. I just think that's very important. So mullein tea, number 1. Number 2 on my list is lemon balm. This is fabulous. Oh, thank you for the heart, me. Thank you all day long. Sometimes I forget to say thank you because I'm so busy, but you guys have no idea how much I'm grateful for all of you. Good morning, Luann. What brand of Manuka honey do you use? Hold on, let me check. I use whatever we have in my shop at the time. Right now, the one that I have is Witherspoon. Monoflora Manuka honey. It has, it's raw. It's probably somewhere in the $35 to $40 a bottle, a jar. But this one is raw monoflora. And this is coming from, it's organic New Zealand honey. And it looks like it's packaged in Pennsylvania. This is a K factor 16 guaranteed to meet or exceed standard. I don't know what any of that means. Usually I pick the highest number on the shelf. Whatever the highest number is, that's the one I take. The higher the number, the Manuka, the better. Yeah. Chef, thanks for all the gifts, taps and files. Oh, thank you, Renee. Thank you. What makes it different than local honey? I don't know. Local honey's obviously the best, but we don't have Manuka honey. Manuka honey is a honey that's I find it comes from European places, right? Oh, look, this is interesting. It says raw and unpasteurized, non-GMO, project verified, produced and packed in New Zealand. So it must be distributed out of Pennsylvania. I have a factor 56, yeah. It's the type of honey, like clover honey, wildflower honey. It's Manuka honey, and it happens to be one of the most medicinal. And yeah, New Zealand is really pretty much Manuka plant in New Zealand. There you go. And it's free of antibiotics, glyphosate, and it's traceable from hive to home. I love that. So yeah, it's a plant. So it's the same thing. I think you're right. It only comes from New Zealand. So there you go. Manuka honey, very medicinal. Timer. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So now we're going to I just want to add a little squeeze in my ginger tea of lemon. And I'm going to put my organic lemon in there. And then we'll talk about that when it's ready. Okay, so there you go. I use this sparingly, and I don't know why. I guess because it's so expensive. Thank you for the heart, May. It's always it's like out on my little beverage area, but I love it. It really gives a nice lift to your tea. So lemon balm tea. This calms the nervous system. It helps reduce stress, anxiety, restlessness. I will have to tell you that for me, I drink 2 bags of this sometime around 3:00 in the afternoon. I put 2 tea bags in and drink this, and it's good for burns too. Oh yeah, Manuka. Manuka, if you go and we could do a whole class on Manuka honey, which I could show you. We could maybe do that next week. And it's like one of those miracle food. It should probably be a superfood. This supports digestion. It relieves bloating, cramps, nausea, helps improve focus, cognitive function, and it acts like a mild sedative. It's nice to drink at night. I drink it when my anxiety starts revving up. I like it. It's very good. It sounds crazy that these stupid little boxes of tea are so powerful. But if you drink them, all right, Renee, we could do that. When you drink them on a regular basis, Manila bush, a tree bush, when you drink these on a regular basis, and that's what happens. Like if you're sick, you're probably going to go through an entire box of Mullein tea in a respiratory illness, and that's how it kind of builds up for you. Like two or 3 cups of tea a day. I have a magic elixir that I do. Do I have all the ingredients? I don't. It'll be for cold and flu. I think I've done it with you guys before. I do like 2 bags or 1 in 1. I'll mix these. Like if somebody in my family has a cold, but I have not been sick for a while, so I'm gonna knock on wood. But this is a nice, powerful sort of cold remedy. And I add to this something called umka. Let me show you that. It's not tea, but I add it to my tea. It's called Cold Care. And this is actually also European. It's South African. It's South African geranium flower. I don't know if you guys have ever used this, but I add these 3 things with something called lomatium, which is a Native American sort of herbal tincture, and this is my go-to powerhouse box of cold and flu remedy. Lots of teas, but I forgot about Mullein tea is just, what, it's that maybe you don't have a lot of yes, you could probably find all of this at that store. I don't really support that because I work in an independent health food store. My pediatrician used tea to treat my kids' ear infection with garlic. That works. I used something different for my daughter. I used a tea tree grapefruit seed extract oil that I found to be better, but people swear by the Mullein oil. I did not have success with that for my kid, but I know that it works. So you got to use what works for you. One of these days I should do one of those baby classes, but I'm not sure how people would, freak about that. Bomb, our volunteers are in my yard before the woods, I think. I think I planted them. That's funny, Joan. I love that story. Yeah, see, I'm sure sprouts, yep. Oil of oregano, yes. It's not a tea, it's a tincture, but that's also great for lung sport. Saved as many rounds of antibiotics. Yes. Yes. Very important to do that. Okay, so that's lemon balm. Now, ginger tea. I don't buy bagged ginger tea because I have access to organic ginger every single day. I think there's maybe a lot of controversy in the baby realm. Yes, there is. You got to be careful. So, unfortunately, I'm like the expert baby. Yep, colloidal silver, all that stuff. So important. So, unfortunately, I'm like the expert baby. Yep, colloidal silver, all that stuff. So important. So 10 or 15 minutes, and you can make it, I'm a big fan of you make it as strong or as light as you like. Oh my God. That's so good. It's like ginger water tea with a hint of, it should go back on. Hold on. Give it a second. See if it works. Is it on yet? Let me know. Is your daughter calling? Yeah, she was calling. Can you hear me now? Is my audio back? It should reset. Okay, good. So yeah, that's the only thing. Sometimes this will go out. It went out and came back. Okay, good. Yes, you sound like Lisa Barlow. I don't know who that is, but I hope it's good. Yeah, you're good. Okay. So this is like, it looks like nothing, but it's super medicinal. Ginger, I put a little squeeze of lemon. You get like 2 cups out of these little pots. I love this. My husband will build a fire, or, well, I'm a Girl Scout. I can build my own fire, but I could sit by the fire at night, or when you could. It's just so good. And ginger tea is good for, it's digestive and immune boosting. Now, say you have like a stomach flu, or what is that norovirus running around? Okay. It's very light, and you don't need a lot, right? You don't need a lot at all. So aids in digestion. It reduces bloating, gas, nausea. If you have somebody going through, chemo and stuff, and they have, or, you have that, what is that stuff called? Nausea. Pregnant moms. This is great. You don't have to like gulp it down. You can just sip. Nice and easy. Just sip your tea. It tastes so good. It's just ginger tea. And it's very light. And what's nice about this tea and using the fresh, or the fresh spice, is that you can use as much or as little as you want, right? You don't have to use you don't use this entire stick unless you love strong ginger tea. It helps, it has anti-inflammatory properties. I keep notes so that I can do this. It helps with joint pain and muscle soreness. It supports immune function. It helps fight off colds and flu. It improves circulation. If you have somebody that's sick in the house, when I was pregnant, ginger made me nauseous. Different, right, Cassidy? Some people it helps, some people it doesn't. I'm with you. You have to do what works for you. I so enjoy you being here. Thank you for your great info. Oh, you're welcome. My daughter's expecting, and she drinks tea and pregnancy tea. Yes, that's good. The traditional medicinals. Yep. That's a fabulous tea. I think I probably use it. I think they do. I forget which company has it, but they have like a mother's milk tea also. That's really good. I have to do a class like that for you guys. I have a baby food making class that I've done a million times. We have so many classes to do. Okay, so that's our ginger tea. Again, you can mix that. You could add a little mint to that. You could add some lemon balm to this. A little bag of lemon balm while you're brewing your ginger tea is beautiful. It works so nicely. And we'll go over quantities and amounts sort of at the end of showing you all the different teas. But that would be ginger. I added a little lemon. We're going to talk about pairing teas too. All right, and then I have all this ready. It's like 16 pages. I was like, there's a lot of information on 7 teas. Okay, next. Oh, we didn't do this one. I'm going to show you. We're going to brew another tea. We do this one a lot in the mornings at work. Let's put this on. And this is mint. Again, we're using organic. I make fresh ginger and turmeric with a bit of pepper and lemon. There you go. Yeah, that's really good. Like if the minute somebody gets sick in the house, the minute somebody's sick in your house, the office, outside, like right now, cold and flu, if you're drinking house, the minute somebody's sick in your house, the office, outside, like right now, cold and flu, if you're drinking house, the minute somebody's sick in your house, the office, outside, like right now, cold and flu, if you're drinking this, so if you're going to add some leaf to, oh, there's a tea bag in here. My tea bag is in here. Okay. So here we go. We're going to add, and I'm going to add the sprig in here too, but I'm going to kind of crush it with my fingers. If you see, I'm just crushing this. I'm breaking it. So all the medicinal plant stem, and you could even like just hand rip that. Thank you so much for that gift. Thank you. I think that's, what is that called? It's something called a level up spark. Okay, so now I like mint tea. Oh, it smells so good. See, when you break the stem, like kind of crack it and it starts to release. Can you smell that? Oh my God. It releases the oils. That's really good. You want that. And that's the same thing we're doing with the leaves. If you just give them a quick tear, don't chop them, just give them a quick tear. Don't ask me why not to. I don't know why, but I don't like to cut them. It feels like I'm hurting them. It's so weird. Okay, now, see I filled that up? See my little tea? We're gonna add some water to that. And a mint tea, when you're doing loose like that, oops, it's 5 to 7 minutes. So if you guys could set the clock for me, it's only 5 to 7 minutes. Ouch, 5 to 7 minutes so that you, you know, it's because it's fresh and loose. Hold on, I'm just filling up our tea. And that's it. That's all you have to do with that. Now, you know, again, you could add lemon to that. If you wanted to get that citrusy flavor, you could add, oh, see, I do not like rosemary tea. But if you love that, it's great. You know, rosemary tea makes a great hair rinse, just so you know. Okay, so now we're gonna let this steep only about 5, let's steep it 7 minutes. Now, again, you could add a piece of lemon to this, or if you wanted, you could add a little piece of lime if you wanted a little different flavor. That makes it really nice and it kind of blends with that mint. Good morning, Renee. Hope you're good. Well, oh, that's so cute. I love that you guys talk to each other. All right, so we're gonna let that sit. So mint relieves bloating, gas, indigestion. It eases headaches and muscle tension, acts as a natural breath freshener, and it helps clear the nasal congestion and supports respiratory health. So if you wanted to, you could add a tea bag of your mullein tea to this. That's a powerhouse right there. You could take this while it's steeping and kind of like breathe that air in. If you want to, I don't know if you remember the old Brady Bunch TV shows where they put a towel over you and you have that bowl of hot water and you just breathe that in. That's how you get rid of that congestion. Be careful with bleached tea bags. These are not bleached tea bags. And this happens to be loose tea, but I don't use bleached tea bags. We're using like the medicinal ones, and you can see their tea bags are not bleached. And let me see, so I'm not wrong. I'm pretty sure they do not do that. Let me see. Caffeine free. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are not bleached. You can see they're not, you know, they're not super white like a, you see they're kind of gray. I mean, some of them are like that. Just got here. What's in the teapot? Storage manager. It's It's mint tea. We're brewing a loose leaf tea. We're talking about teas this morning. I picked my 7 favorites and we're just going over it. What are the best teas that don't stain the teeth? I don't know. I don't know tea to stain teeth. Do your teeth naturally, are you prone to that? You know, if you, what if you rinsed with like a coconut oil, or you brushed with some baking soda on your toothbrush, would that help every morning? That might help. I would do that. You know, you got to be careful because some teas have a high oxalate. I don't know that. So if you are oxalate sensitive, I don't necessarily use like dried flower teas. I do when I go to my friend. She makes jasmine tea and she uses the whole leaf, you know, the leaf. And I brew it at her place like that. But most of the time, I'm a tea bag girl. Unless I'm making like ginger or mint tea. What are your opinions on organic peppermint tea for bloating? It's right here, mama. That's what we're making right now. It works. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys something, and I think that I want to share this with you, and I want you to keep this in mind. When you're bloating to get rid, or any symptom that you have, right? Symptoms like that, bloating, joint pain, all that kind of stuff, digestive issues, acid reflux. There are definite organic, clean ways to you know, calm those symptoms. But at the end of the day, we have to change what we're eating, right? So if you're getting bloated and you're using your mint tea, you want to figure out, I'm bloated. What made me bloat? How can I eat differently? It might just be the shift of like Crohn's flares. Yeah, now hold on a second. With Crohn's, you got to be super careful because, you know, those like big shifts like bloat, unbloat, flare up, this, that, you got to be very careful how much you do. Gentle, slow, you know, go really, really slow so that you are not, you know, you're not triggering worse, right? Did I get you Crohn's? I think I got you a ton of Crohn's info, right? Didn't we do that? Gluten sensitivity can do that too, right? So be careful. Like, yes, you could drink mint tea all day and you'll get rid of the bloat, but if you don't stop, if we don't, and I'm guilty of it too, please, I'm not doing this. I'm sharing, right? I just want to taste this and see where we're at. Yeah, mint tea is delicious. So just putting it out there, right? We got to figure out what's causing the symptoms and try and go after that. That really helps. Like aloe is really good for that too, right? So you can do something warm and drink a little aloe and you kind of balance yourself. All right, next, we're going to let this steep a little bit more. Next is holy basil. Where's my holy basil? Here it is. Tulsi tea. Now, this is something I didn't think I was going to pick because I don't use it often, but when I do, it makes me feel pretty good. And with lemon balm and Tulsi basil, you know, that lemon basil kind of thing, it's 5 minutes with the mint tea. I'll give it a few more minutes. Yeah, thanks, Robin. I don't think it's really ready yet. This helps adapt to stress, and it promotes emotional balance. It's one of those things that you talk about, you know, we talk about ashwagandha. You see a lot of this in online right now. So, oh yeah, thank you for the heart, Mies. Can you add aloe liquid to tea? I don't think I would, Cheryl. I don't know if I would want that warm. I think I would drink that separate. But try it. I don't know what would happen. I mean, I could try it in one of the teas that I've made here. Ooh, let me show you the lemon balm. Look at how much that brewed. Can you see that? Although, because I used this tea thing with a tea bag tea, it was too fine and it made a mess. But I just wanted to show you how it brewed. This would not do that if you were using loose tea. And it's sort of like a teaspoon serving. So, I mean, this made a mess, but I just wanted to kind of show you that. Yeah, I don't know. I would have to try it, but I would think it... I don't know, warm aloe. I'd have to do a little research. Not sure. Be interesting, though, because you could put it all in one blob, you know, and just be done. Adapts to stress. It promotes emotional balance, supports the immune system with antibacterial and antiviral properties. It balances blood sugar, supports the metabolic function, and improves respiratory health with asthma, colds, and allergies. So this is a powerhouse box of tea. And again, we're going to talk about how much do you need to take to make it effective. It's not like, ooh, let me drink one tea bag one time a week, and it's going to. This is sort of like you're doing this on a regular basis, right? Especially if you're in a chronic state. You want to have, and what I mean by chronic state is that your symptoms are actively, doing. It might be something that, like right now, I don't really have any anxiety. But if I drank my lemon balm and holy basil tea in the mornings, maybe it would never come on, So those are kind of things you want to think about. Maybe if you added your mullein tea on a regular basis, 1 cup at night or 1 cup in the morning, instead of coffee, right? We get used to doing that. Then this would sort of alleviate asthma symptoms or keep, your lungs a little clearer. So holy basil. I love this. I love that it's stress and immune because I think they go together. Think about that. Anytime we have like a high stress situation, don't you feel like sometimes, I know for me it happens. I feel like, oh my God, I'm amped up. I see it in my daughter. It is clear as day. A glass of wine for a cup of tea later in the day. Cheryl, I love you. You got a bunch of kids though. I would think that you need that little wine or gin and tonic in the middle of the day when they were growing up. As much as I love the idea of having a cocktail or a drink, I mean, as I get older, I just can't do it. I guess I freak myself out and I'm like, oh my God, if I drink this wine and it's, I'm out and I don't have organic or something, I'm like, oh, maybe it has sulfates in it. Oh my God, what's it going to do? How's it going to poison me? That's how I think. What's poisoning me? I don't want it. I can't drink anymore. It sucks. I think rarely to never. I like the idea of having a drink socially, but my husband and I collect like craft. Like we'll go to like a local. You know how they have like little outdoor crafts or outdoor. What do you call them? Like Hudson Valley. What do you call those things? And they have like, yeah. Drinking alcohol is very underrated. I just don't want to. Okay, great. I'm going to see that. Let's try that. All right, let's pour our mint tea and let's see how pretty it looks. We make a lot of mint tea at the shop in the mornings. The girls, Paula and Nellie, they start their day with a lot of mint tea. It's so pretty. Oops, go slow. This teapot, I think, is more for show. I always get frustrated with it. But there's also like little... I actually just let all the mint get in there, but it's not going to pour very easy. Okay. It's so good. It's so, so good. Yeah, craft breweries, like things like that. But like when you go to like outdoor... What do you call them? It's not a craft fair. When they have all different vendors outside and you kind of roam around and you buy like wood carving stuff. We go to things like that and they'll have like craft whiskey makers. We collect it and never drink it. So it just sits here. But we love the idea. Yeah, a festival, something like that. A farmer's market. Yeah, things like that. Those kinds of things. So that's your market fair, flea market, all those things, right? Craft show, pick any of those names. So we'll, especially in the Hudson Valley, in the fall, early spring, they always have those. We collect these beautiful bottles of stuff and then never drink them. And people come over and they look at them and like, just drink it. We don't care. All right, so that's our mint tea. You see, it doesn't look like anything, but the flavor is there, and it does the work it needs to do. And sometimes for me, I'm not necessarily into making just mint tea. And fennel, by the way, does the same thing, right? Fennel does, induction stoves are not healthy. Okay. Why are we talking about that? What do you mean they're not healthy? What's wrong with induction? It lets out a gas. Does it let out a gas? What is good for energy? Energy teas. I would say like a green tea. Green tea would be, magnetic radiation. Oh, didn't know that. Well, I don't have induction, so nothing is good for you or for the angel, nothing. The air we breathe, the water we drink, nothing is good for us anymore. Nothing is good for us. I'm of that opinion. So we do the best we can. What are we going to do? But I never thought about that. That's a very good point about magnetic radiation. But then if you say that, what about when somebody goes for an MRI? They say, we got to go to Mars with Elon. All right, let's get back to tea. We're going off the rails today. All right, so Pau d'Arco, that's my next favorite. Anybody suffering from candida? I would say yes, that's a definite. Children who, I'm sure by now everybody knows somebody who has a child that's on the spectrum, that's having issues, that has pandas, that has, boy, that mint detoxed me so fast, just those 3 little sips. Yeah, I never thought about that. You know, if anybody's taking radiation or is exposed to any type of radiation, drink miso, sweet white miso. It goes into the body, takes all the residual radiation and draws it right out. It's really good for you. In fact, if I have it, I'll show you how to use it. Let me see. I don't have any. We're going to do a class on miso. We're going to do charcoal with water. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, team cheers. Yay, thank you. Black charcoal is amazing, cleansing the body. Yes, but you don't do that a lot. We don't have microwaves in our house. Whoop, whoop. Yes, Cheryl. Here, a quick side note. You want to hear a quick side note? So Anne-Marie Colbin taught this. She was a big proponent of that. She talked about, and she wrote it in her first book, which is a fabulous book, and it talks all about all the food theories that I aspire to work with. When they dropped the bomb in Hiroshima, they set up a Western medicine hospital and an Eastern medicine hospital. And the Eastern medicine meaning, Chinese, like everything in those cultures, what they would normally do. And the study, I know the book is in my cookbook library. Yeah, me too. I'm a nut. I'm a freak about that stuff. But so okay, hold on. So they fed the standard American or standard Western philosophy of medicine. Woohoo! Thank you so much. Thank you guys that you're in the background building and supporting and doing the what do you call it? Oh yeah, I'll put that book up for you guys. I don't want to walk off camera again and find that, but all right, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on 1 second. Nope, couldn't find it fast enough. Okay, I'll find the book. It's probably in my office library. Okay, I'm going to find the book. I can't even remember the title at this point. I don't have the name of the book, but it was by Anne-Marie Colbin. I'll find it for you. Yeah, in the meantime, just keep tapping. Thank you, Robin. So, oh my God, I'm sorry I'm touching my nose so much. I can't. The mint tea just totally detoxed me. So, and the ginger, even that little sip, I'm so sensitive. Even that little sip, I'm like hot and whatever. So anyway, so they fed the Eastern hospital patients miso soup every day. And the standard sort of Western allopathic medicine was treating in a Western hospital. The rate of death in the Western medicine hospital was like, I don't even remember the number, but it was off the charts, where people had less radiation poisoning, and they attributed it to the one thing was their diet and the fact that they were drinking miso soup. So anytime back in the day when I first started cooking out of cooking school, I did I did a lot of work with cancer patients and people who were sick, which is why I know a lot of this stuff, because I really focus. And thank you. And are they cranking? And yes, The Natural Gourmet. Do you know it, Kelly? That's where I went. Anne-Marie Colbin. Is that her book? Is that the first book? That might be the name of her first book. Anyway, it was very interesting, and that always clicked with me. So anytime I worked with miso, but I didn't know that. Yeah. So anytime you have to take an x-ray of any kind, go home. Now, I will teach you how to use it. I don't have any, but you have to get sweet white miso. We have a company called South River Miso in the Hudson Valley area that is around, and I think they ship. I think they're around a lot. Or Miso Master is another really good company. Okay, good. I think that's the book. I'd have to look, but I'll find it and I'll post it in the Book of Face. And what was really beautiful, what I learned is that even with my husband, when he was going through cancer treatments, and any friends or coming up, my daughter, I used to drive her crazy, and now she knows. She'd get home from the dentist and I would shove miso soup at her because I'd be like, just drink a sip, just drink 5 sips, and she would drink it. So anytime you're doing x-rays, just come home and just do a little bit of that. If you have a friend or a family member that's going through radiation, make them a cup. It's so good. So you need the sweet white miso is the one. It's the easiest to ingest. You take a tablespoon. It's a paste. It looks like a very thick hummus, very thick. And you put it in a cup. You boil the water. You bring the water to a boil. You take it off the stove. And then you let it sit. You bring it down, because if you pour boiling water on the miso culture, you'll sort of kill it. So you want to just take that warm water, that right off a boil, and just pour it in, dissolve it, and sip on that. It's very powerfully medicinal. All right, back to Palo Arco. You ready? Nope. Oh, okay. I have it in my fridge. Oh, that's great, Cheryl. Anytime you're doing x-rays. Hi, Cookie Dude. So I think you guys should be able to be subscribers. We're losing all our subscribers these days just because it's been so hard. But if you want to keep subscribing, it should work as long as I'm live. And then also, all right, let's do a quick commercial. So Anywhere I Am, for anybody that's new here, Anywhere I Am, it's the organic food movement. You can pick up all our live videos. Hi, I can't renew for some reason. June, try I think you have to go on the website while I'm live. Like if you have a Chrome browser, you could do it that way. I think that's how everybody's doing it. I was able to do it for somebody that I was watching live, and it worked one time so far. Okay, so Everywhere I Am is the organic food movement. Join the Book of Face, and you have to put on, TikTok while they're live. It works, Patricia said. Yeah, try that. I have issues every day. I'm very challenged with all this tech stuff. So the Book of Face, you have to put your email in, and then when you get in, all the live public recipes that we do are posted there, like all the notes from this class, our aloe class last week. I'm pretty up to date with all that. I'm not up to date with recipes, and I still have to get you all the Italian stuff. I'm traveling this week, so while I'm in the hotel, I'm going to try and get it all done and posted. And then, what's the other thing we were talking about? Oh, and I have to get, and then, as a subscriber, once you become a subscriber, Monday nights is our subscriber only, 7:30 to 9:30, and that one you have to email me, Chef Liz at the Organic Food Movement, and that's where lemon cookies. I have that in my pile of recipes to break down for you guys. It's coming, Patricia. Patricia, did you ask me for the elk Salisbury steaks too? Was that you that wants that? I have that recipe on my list too. I'm so ridiculous. Anyway, so then Wednesday mornings is this class. It's anytime between 7:30 and 8:30 now. I'm like so late. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the heart me. And just keep tapping. It tells the TikTok algorithm to invite more folks. Yeah, that heart me and the tapping brings people in and builds our stuff. Girl and a guitar. I need to hear your music. All right, so then, what else? Am I missing anything? Uh-oh, we got our puzzle piece. I always get that puzzle piece. I don't know why. Okay, somebody did. Later, better. I'm in Cali, so it helps you. Oh, perfect. Good morning. Good morning, One Feather. So then what else? Where else? Cookbook's coming out. We're doing a master class. That's going to be out next week. What else? I can't think of anything else right now. 500 people the other night didn't want to leave. I know, Robin. Wasn't that great? Thank you, Patricia. Yeah, that's my job. I am here. If you're here for the first time, I've been studying food and healing for the past 40 years. It's my jam. And I'm going to be 61 this summer, and I feel like it's time to help people. We have a lot of people that are in health crises around the world, and I want to give you the information. And I give it to you in a way for the regular person, not the person who, can get out there and work out every day and, the hardcore sort of, those people, they know what they're doing. It's us that really are struggling to figure out a way to eat to maintain our health. I want to talk to you because we are the people that nobody pays attention to. The doctor hands you a list and says, don't eat this food, and then you can't, then there's nothing to do. You sit there and you're like, all right, but how do I cook this? So I'm here. I'm helping you. And what I do is, if you're struggling, and I have a list. Wow, you have change. Hello, Darish. So I have a list of people that I'm making 7-day meal plans for, so that you have a little way to start. I don't focus on what not to eat. I'm here to talk to you about what we could, want to eat to feel better. So that's what I do. And I like to do it from a comfort food perspective because that's what's going to keep us eating, right? We're not just going to eat stuff for our health, because at some point our emotional stuff starts to calm and you're like, okay, I can't do it. I need something to comfort me. And it usually is food. So that's what we're doing. Okay, Powdarco tea, ready? This contains a powerful antifungal properties. It helps fight candida and yeast, which is very, very important. If you have overgrowth of yeast, back in the day when girls, were growing up and you got a yeast infection, that's what they thought yeast was. That's like a side note to what I'm talking about. I'm talking about systemic yeast infection. It causes brain fog and, all kinds of issues. Brain fog to me is the most important one, because when that starts happening, your brain starts to almost atrophy, right? And you can't think, you can't recall, all of that stuff. Sometimes, people have those, if you ever had like a very fluttery heartbeat, Candida could be behind that. Candida, we should do I might do a class on Candida next week, and to understand how insidious that fungus, I guess, could be. But Powdarco is the thing. Somebody was talking about liver before, liver detoxification. It helps reduce inflammation. It boosts your immune function and combats infection. And it may help chronic fatigue and inflammatory conditions. So Powdarco is very powerful. Now, if you take this by capsule or if you drink this as tea, I always have in population. Okay, Silva, so listen to this. All right, we're going to do that. We're going to do that next week is Candida week. I think that's a very important topic to discuss. And there are wonderful ways to get that under control. But Pau d'Arco, you cannot drink every day, all day, nonstop, because even though it helps detoxify the liver, at some point it will tax the liver a little bit. So you have to drink this like, can I use miso powder as like a tea? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know the answer. I've never used miso powder. I don't know why we'd want to dehydrate it, I guess, to control. But then if you're dehydrating it, aren't you taking the medicinal properties out? Because it's a live culture. So I'm not sure that works in my brain. But if it works for you and you like it, try it. If something good happens, awesome. Thank you for that. So yeah, we're going to do Candida next week. It's all about Candida next week. That's fun. Ugh. Okay, so Pau d'Arco. You can drink this for like a week and then don't drink it for a week. I would say 7 days on, 10 days off, just to be safe. I don't think it has to be like that much, but you should really not drink this on a regular basis, nonstop, even the herbal capsule. Wait, miso paste, not soy rice. No. I don't know about soy and rice. Miso, I'm talking about like a sweet white miso they're talking about for medicinal purposes. It actually binds with residual radiation in the body and kind of draws it out. Is there a tea that would help stuffy nose? Yes. Stuffy nose is sort of like, and it won't work quickly. Just keep that in mind. Anything that has like menthol properties would help. You would probably be better doing sort of like an infusion of eucalyptus. Don't drink it, but like put it over your head, an organic eucalyptus. Sort of do that steam heat would probably be better. I'm not cooking today, Daresh. We're talking about tea. Wednesday mornings, Daresh, are all about kitchen pharmacy. So last week I cooked, but this week I didn't. If any take you to the bathroom daily, there's a tea called Smooth Move. Let me show you that. And it's occasional constipation. We don't use this that often, but this is a good tea for that. And it's a compilation of peppermint, licorice, and bitter fennel fruit. So what I love about the traditional medicinal tea company is that they do compilations of different teas. Are you trying to trap me? No. You're funny. Is licorice good for you? I see licorice tea and it sounds good. Yes, licorice is great. I don't know a lot about it, but it shows up in a lot of medicinal teas. I'm not ready to talk to you guys about licorice too much because I don't know, but it's good. It's good. It's a good tea, but I don't like it. Vicks for shower steam works great for sinuses. We don't use Vicks, but when my family is sick or when my daughter was sick and she'd get in a steam shower, I would take eucalyptus oil, like the tinctures, and just throw it in the shower and it would just, get sucked up with the steam. Yeah, Smooth Move totally works. Right, Faye. We're on the same page, Faye. So Pau d'Arco, this is a great tea for that. All right, next, we're moving right along. Nettle tea. I love nettle tea. Rich in iron, calcium, magnesium, vitamins A, C, and K. So if somebody's on some of those, I don't know, what are they, blood thinners and stuff, you might not be able to drink this. So just pay attention. Supports detoxification by cleansing the liver and kidney. Here you go. Somebody wanted kidney. Helps alleviate seasonal allergies by reducing histamine. That's what I wanted to talk about. So if you have allergies and you have, every night it's amazing. See, why do you drink that? Which properties? It strengthens hair, nails, skin, because it has a high mineral content. Who needs a new kidney? The person with palpitations, nettle tea would be great for them too. Yeah. This is fabulous. And again, see, incognito is absolutely right way, right? You're drinking it so that Yeah, I'm sorry, Emram. I don't co-host unless I know you for months because you guys scare me. Thank you for the follows, guys. Thank you for the heart me's. We're very close. We got to get to 50,000 so that I stay on my daily ranking because that's really important to the TikTok algorithm. So keep us going. Okay, so nettle. What was I going to just say? This is my last number 7 favorite tea. So all of those things. So if you have bad seasonal allergies, start now. A cup a day, 2 cups a day. Because when you get to seasonal allergies and the pollen starts coming and the grass starts growing in, it just doesn't taste good. Yeah. Paula, Paula in the kitchen, Paulita, she grows nettles. So we are constantly have nettle tea in the springtime. They're always drinking it. I've been following on my secret account for a while. Didn't realize I didn't follow you on my main. Hi, Cajun Cats. I don't know is that the incognito? Are you incognito? Love your live stream. Thank you. We'll lose our subscription benefits. Sandra, you're going to lose yours. Oh, thank you for the heart, me. That's awesome. We're almost at 100 people on our team. Yay. Thank you. This brand is sold in stores and online. Patricia, we almost sell the whole line in our shop. And I think it's I think if you go to a health food store near you, you should find this line. It's very popular. I think almost all the teas are certified organic. They do compilations of things like Smooth Move or a Sleep One. They do different ones, which I kind of love. And I also included it. We do not talk politics here, Daresh, ever. We keep our happy bubble here. We are we are Switzerland. We are Switzerland. No controversial topics are spoken here. No words. So that's it. So are these tea bags microplastic free? I have never heard anything bad about this company at all. It doesn't say microplastic free. Let's see, caffeine free, herbal free. They are organic, non-GMO certified, but I do not know. Commercially compostable. Don't know. Somebody do some research there. Just got here. Will you rename your favorite teas at the end? Of course, we're going to go over. We have a lot more to do. I opened tea bags into a stainless steel strainer. So Dizzy, that's what I did. But you got to be careful because I just did that and made a puddle of tea. So now I have to, because the tea in a tea bag is so fine, it went right through my little tea sieve. But yeah, they are unbleached. These guys are unbleached. And I'm hoping they're microplastic free. Okay, so herbal teas that can be enjoyed blended and that's cool. What was that? I love that panther paw. Thank you. I never got that before. Yes, they are. I just looked it up. Plastic free, compostable. Whoop, whoop. I love that panther paw. It's so cute. All right, now. We talked about loose tea. We talked about that. Let's go through how often to drink for maximum benefit, all of those things, right? So here I'll line them up. So we have our nettle leaf. I put some of them on the Kitchen Essentials page so you could have easy access, especially the mullein tea. This is a very hard tea to find. I even only buy it through Amazon, believe it or not. I can't get it any other way, and we don't keep it in the store. And I don't know why. It comes in, and it's gone. We cannot keep it in the store. There you go. These are my 5 teas that stay in my shelf at home. I actually have this cool little thing. I'll show you. I have my little box of medicinal teas. Look how cute this. I think I got this like at Home Goods or one of those things. And I keep it on my station over there. It's kind of cool. Are they still shipping? I have no idea. Why wouldn't they ship? I mean, isn't that what Amazon does, is ship? I think so, right? Thank you, Duresh. Order via company itself, chef. Some will do bulk. Oh yeah, that's good too. Yeah. Either way, whatever works for you guys. I'm just trying to make it easy. You know, I'm all good with however you find it. But if you have a difficult time finding it, I'm happy to put it on that kitchen essentials page so you have a place to find stuff. Mountain Rose, Star West, Botanicals, they may have herbs that are hard to find. Yep, those are great. I mean, I love Mountain Rose herbs. I use them sometimes. I love what they do there. Okay, how often to drink herbal teas? 1 to 2 cups per day, especially when you're experiencing congestion, cough, respiratory distress. You definitely want to drink 1 to 2 cups a day. And are those in the camera? Oh, there you go. It's on that. What do you call that? The mirror thing? So I'm always confused. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now, you may notice relief within a few days, but long-term respiratory support may take a few weeks. So that's for the mullein tea, right? Like what I said to you, when you're going through, you might go through an entire box in a week. I know we do. There's 18 tea bags in a box, and I use 2. So you might want to buy 2. Are these okay for children? My daughter drank these from the time she was, I don't even know, 3-4 years old. I had her on tea. So that's what I did for my kid. She's 18 and maybe has been on antibiotics 3 times in her life, 4, maybe. I mean, so we did this and supplements. I was giving her, she was a NICU baby. She was vaccine injured and a NICU baby. So I was blowing like that from her naturopathic doctor, her naturopathic pediatrician, blowing what do you call it? Acidophilus into her mouth. Like, I mean, literally a 1/16 of a teaspoon into her infant mouth to try and protect her gut from her injuries. So I you can't go by me. I'm like one of those hippie moms, or, this was where we sat. This is my medicine cabinet right here. Mullein tea. So lemon balm tea for stress, 1 to 3 cups a day, depending on stress levels or digestive issues. So lemon balm for me is a go-to. I drink it almost every day. I was a wild behavior baby, or maybe that's a wild behavior adult. PBR, yeah, but you look at how wonderful you turned out. But yeah, exactly. Like, that's what we do. We take care of our kids. All right, you can find her on Facebook. I don't remember her full schedule, a few weeks. Okay, so somebody's asking. All right, let's see. Oh, let's do a quick commercial. So I'm craving a PB&J sandwich. Eat it. All right, so they asked about the lives. Okay. Oh, so lives. So I am consistently on Sunday mornings, which this Sunday we are traveling, so I won't be in a kitchen, but maybe I can get on live and we can chat about something. I'll come up with a topic and we'll chat about food. Haven't done that in a while. Maybe I'll do my favorite books or something. And then Monday nights is our subscriber only, so don't forget to subscribe. And that is 7:30 to 9:30 Eastern time. And those are fun classes. It's always the subscribers pick. And I think this coming week we're doing fish, right? Top tea box upside down. And then Wednesday mornings are kitchen pharmacy. Next week we're going to do Candida. All about Candida. What are your teas upside down? Is it back? Oh, no, they're okay. And then And then we have the Book of Face where I post recipes. We have YouTube where all of the videos are getting posted, which I'm super slow at, and they're getting there. I have my peeps make a calendar. Thank you. And then the Book of Face has all the recipes posted in it. And then if you can email me, Chef Liz at the Organic Food Movement, and you will find me there if you need a 7-day meal plan to help you kind of get set and straight. I have a few. I'm working on 4 or 5 of them right now, and they'll be done shortly. They will be done before the end of next week, probably this weekend. I'm really working hard to get them done for you guys. They take some time because I have to really think about it, and everybody has a little extra issue, so they're a little different each time. All right, so now you know your mullein, you know your lemon balm, and you're going to get all this information. I'm going to post it today. Ginger tea, 1 to 2 cups a day, especially before and after meals for digestion. First sign of cold, if somebody's sick in the house, start drinking ginger tea. Life is full of shine. I'm just a stranger. I've seen all the videos. I look at them while I walk. Am I walking? I know, Cindy, get ready. You're about to get a flood because I haven't posted one of the long videos since December. So they're coming, and I need to get to, that's another thing, guys. If you're out there and you like the content, make sure you follow me on YouTube, because I got to get to 1,000 people. I think we're close to 500, but once I get to 1,000, that opens up my live capabilities for you guys. So I want to do that. All right. PBR. Did you get the rush on the radar? I know, I'm coming. I'm trying to get there. I think I need some help, I think, at this point. Just keep tapping here. Yeah. We like to get to 100,000 on these lives. And don't forget your heart me's. We got a lot of work to do. It's amazing how much work there is to do to make this work. All right, ginger tea. Right? So first sign of cold. So remember, results, digestive benefits are usually felt immediately. So immune boosting takes time, right? Regular use. You can switch off. Most teas, most of these all have some sort of immune properties. You know, think about this. When you calm the stress, your immune system relaxes. So that's another thing. So you can just rotate your teas, or, you know, the minute somebody's sick in your office, start making your lemon balm and mullein tea. Add your umka to that. This is great, these little packets. I love them. I can't do any type of over-the-counter food. I need another cup of mushroom coffee. I don't need it. I want it. I don't, what was I just saying? I can't take over-the-counter regular over-the-counter cold and flu stuff. I can't do it. I react very differently to it. It doesn't make me feel good. So I had to come up with different ways to really kind of heal myself when I would get sick. And I very rarely get sick these days. So, you know, I other things happen to me, but not like the cold and flu stuff. Oh, I'm going to knock wood really well. I have actually never gotten the flu. Never had it. So, oh yes, me too. I get heart palpitations. Ooh, so you know, Snickers, come next week to the Candida class. You might find that very, very interesting. Can you post the cold and flu concoction? It is. It's already up, June. It's on one of the very first, remember when we did, I don't know if you were on yet, it was the very first cold and flu, yes, it was the very first kitchen pharmacy that I did. So this is, hi Alfreda, this is the Rise Mushroom Coffee. You can get this on my, here's a little commercial, you can get this on my TikTok shop. I don't think I have a shop. I think I have a page or something. I don't know. Or it's on my Kitchen Essentials page. Nobody ever shops on those pages. Once in a while I get something. But you guys, very rarely do I see anybody buy on that. But I don't pay attention either. What was the tea in the white box you showed? This box you're talking about? This is my mushroom coffee container. Yeah, showcase. Thank you, June. I don't know if that's different from a shop. Oh, Umka. This one? This is Umka. This is South African geranium flower. This is what I use when I have a cold and flu. Yogi is just as good. Yogi teas are just as good. I just happen to like this company. But if you like Yogi, drink Yogi. I'm all good. Wait, I can't get you. I gotta get the teas back in the frame. Oh, here it goes this way. Okay, there you go. And I prefer the one you have. Listen, Umk is amazing. This is what gets me through anytime I have cold and flu, and I always have these. I only get a recharge. Yeah, I get it. Okay, so mint tea, 1 to 3 cups a day, especially after meals or during headaches. If you get migraines, it probably will soothe it a little bit. Digestive relief can be immediate. Also fennel tea. If you have fennel, just fennel seeds, right? Which I think I have in here. I'm never gonna find them. Is this fennel leaf? Oh no, it's thyme. Oh, here, look. Fennel. This is amazing, right? Any fennel. You could just take these fennel seeds and put them in our... Hold on, let me rinse this out and I'll show you. You can take fennel. Oh good, the water's boiling again. This, you have babies, when babies, anybody out there have babies or your grandma or something, fennel water tea for babies gets rid of that colic. Did you know that? I think this group might know that. I'm a tea bag, me too. OMG, this smells so good. So now, right, I put this in, I'll put it in upside down like this in my cup. This is boiling. Now for the babies, obviously, you're gonna steep this. Let it steep. Just let it steep. Like 15 or 20 minutes. Then you're gonna cool it down. You're gonna cool it down and create like a little warm thing. Yeah, the fennel wound, exactly. There was still some of the lemon balm, but look, it immediately started working. All the dirt in there is the lemon balm tea. I didn't rinse it well enough, but that's okay. We're just doing this for show. Yeah, Brenda, make sure you, at least, Brenda, you're also losing your subscription benefits soon. So if you want to, make sure that you resubscribe, and you have to resubscribe while I'm live. So see, you're just gonna make this, and then for a baby, you just let that cool down. Don't give it, you can give it to them maybe at their body temperature or 5 degrees lower than their body temperature. So if they're running like 96, 98, you could give it to them, 85. So it's just like tepid or room temperature. And you just give them a little bit. You could even, for colic, you could even like put it on your finger and let them lick your tongue. Remember, babies are very little. 50,000, whoop, 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 whoop. So that, and you steep that for like 20 minutes. So if you guys want to kind of watch the time, 15, 20 minutes. And then you can leave that in the fridge for a baby, even if they're 1 or 2 and they have stomach upset, it works. Okay, now mint tea. So, okay, now holy basil, 1 to 2 cups daily for overall well-being and stress reduction. So what I would do is, my combination here would be lemon and holy basil for if anybody's trying to, I can't talk about weight loss. Never mind. We're not talking about that. But if anybody's trying to like balance their body, I read chewing fennel seeds works too. Yes, it does. But a baby's not going to do that. So I was thinking for babies and colic, you could use this. But yes, chewing, well, if you think about it, like if you go to an Indian restaurant, they have the candied fennel seeds, when you chew them and you get, I think it's just how they get it down, but that's always like that, right? Okay, so you can do these two as a combination for stress. If you add ashwagandha to this, that tea, very good. Strange I found gives me the opposite effect. Don't drink it. Do not drink it. You might have a sensitivity to it. Again, right? I try and give you sort of classic information, and then you guys, you have to see what works for you. And it's trial and error with a lot of this stuff. I mean, it's same thing with Bach flower, homeopathic teas, all of these things. You know, I know what works for me, and then you have to figure out, yes, love my Indian remedies. My mom is always teaching me new things. Is she Indian? I mean, the Ayurvedic medicine is it's like Chinese, traditional Chinese medicine. It's like those medicines have been around. It's not even medicine, I think healing ways. Those ways have been around for thousands and thousands of years. And the fact that we cannot integrate them into our world drives me crazy. Anyway, these two helps work. Herbs work differently for everyone. Absolutely 100%. Yeah, I like to just share what I know, and then I say this all the time. Saffron has been the best sleep aid for me. Oh, Michelle, did you get the one that we take? We talked about that. It has changed my daughter's stress life. Her anxiety has all but disappeared. I will tell you, I want to share something about that, because right when I started talking about it, I said, oh, let me try it for it. And I notice for me, this one is also on my Book of Face. No, it's not on Book of Face. I posted it in my Kitchen Essentials page on my website, The Organic Food Movement. It's a link to buy it if you want, but this is saffron extract. I will tell you how I feel when I take this, just so you know. I notice if I take it 1, 2, 3 days, one thing, I feel so good. The next day that I don't take it, I do notice a bubble up of anxiety. So that concerned me for me, but I have 2 variations of the MTHFR gene, which is, I don't methylate on a cellular level. So I'm extremely sensitive to anything that I take, whether it's a pharmaceutical pill. Thank you for the heart, me. Or thank you, Michelle. Or I'm just very sensitive. So my daughter has not found that. She has not seen that happen to her. I still take it. I just am now aware that it kind of bubbles up for me. I don't particularly like that, but this has worked for everyone else that I've given this to or talked to about it, has had not the same results as me. So there you go. Me too. I get hives or heart palps taking new things. I'm super sensitive. Faye, have you ever been tested for the MTHFR? You should ask your doctor. It's a genetic test, which a lot of functional medicine doctors do these days. It's really important. If you have the MTHFR, things react very differently. So, and a lot of kids that are on the spectrum have some type of an MTHFR mutation. So I think I read that long-term use of saffron can be that way. Interesting. I think somebody else said that to me. So I told my kid, take it for a week, give yourself 2 days off, take it for, a week, give yourself a couple of days off. But I think that's for any type of supplement. Besides maybe vitamin D, I mess with vitamin D. I'm like all over the place. I'll take 20,000 and then I'll take 2 and then I won't take it. I'm not a doctor, so I'm going to tell you, hi Raven, should it be taken daily? I'm going to tell you, you have to see what it does for you. Do you know of a tea that helps with high blood pressure? Yes, I do. Give me a minute and I will figure that out. Now, high blood pressure is a interesting thing. I think you're better off doing magnesium. So a high magnesium tea, which one was the high magnesium that we looked at today? I forgot in my head. Hold on. Hold, please. I think it was one of the first ones. ginger, was it mint? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, the nettle tea. You might find that. Hibiscus is good. Now nettle tea for me is very, very powerful. Thank you very much for that, love. Thank you, Idaho. So go slow. And you're not, drinking 1 cup of tea is not going to change your blood pressure. I think that's over time, right? And everything you do, but you should you do a little research for yourself of magnesium and high blood pressure and see what you find, because I find that when I talk to people about that and when we talk about that in the store, I think I see the most positive results in conversation. We've got an hour and a half already on 7 boxes of tea. Can you imagine? We're having too much fun. Okay, now, all right, so holy basil, stress and immune, 1 to 2. So everything here is sort of 1 to 2. Palo d'Arco, here you go, right? Is a cup a day, up to 2 cups if you're fighting an infection. Parasitic cleansing, 2 cups a day. But remember, with the Palo d'Arco, you want to be on and then off for a certain time, on and off a certain time, because it really has a tremendous detoxifying effect on your liver, which is great. I'm not going to say, oh, you know what I read, and I'm dying to do the research. I just saw something or read something, or it just came across my radar about liver flukes, which is a parasite that has a direct correlation, and I might have to be careful. I'll wait a minute and tell the rest. But that very serious liver cancer, bile duct cancer. I'm not at work today, Debbie. Wednesday's always my day off for a million years. Even when I had my own business, I was always off. You're very welcome, Cajun Cats. Any ideas for heartburn? Yes, I'm going to give you the idea right now. First of all, he has to change his diet. Something's bothering him. I'm going to assume it's standard American diet. Can you give me is he eating fried food? Is he eating combinations? Like, does he eat sandwiches a lot? Does he eat a lot of red sauce? Does he eat a lot of dairy, gluten, things like that? Pay attention. Last week, Incognito, we did a whole thing. The last 2 weeks, we've done a whole thing on inflammation, and then go and read all the information I did about the aloe, George's aloe juice. This is going to help him a great deal. Dairy, gluten. Okay, so he's in it. He's in the standard American diet. Obviously, I'm going to suggest that he changes his diet a little bit, but if he's not willing or capable at the moment, get him on aloe as soon as you can. Start very, very slow. It's in the Book of Face, the organic food movement. All of the anti-inflammatory, the recipes haven't been posted from last week yet, but the aloe information, the inflammation stuff is all in there. Okay, so you're gonna hold on. Can you email me, please? You're just gonna have to get on the list, and we'll put together a 7-day meal plan for. Maybe we'll do that for everybody. How about we do a 7-day, because reflux is a big deal. A 7-day meal plan for reflux. But get him on aloe as soon as you can. Are you near a health food store that you can buy it? If you can't, you can order it through my Kitchen Essentials page. But if you can go get it yourself, I think it's like 16 or 20 bucks. Yeah, you should be on aloe. But you also have to change your diet, right? Because although aloe will heal that stuff, you still should, can you do 7-day for anxiety? Yes. For anxiety, you got to stay away from sugar. You got to stay away from dairy. Believe it or not. But I'll get those up there. I should do some generic ones because they will help. There is one, I think I did do one for, is the aloe organic? It's hard to get organic. It's like a cactus, it grows. I don't think any of them are, Kath. But I will tell you something, that is a space where if you get a good brand, the benefits outweigh the risk. Faye, probably sugar. If you're having anxiety, it's sugar. You know, like, I mean, besides all the other stuff. You know, to me, the triggers for, how do you take aloe? Start by the teaspoon, work up to 2 ounces a day. Yeah, that's what I would say for that, Kath. You know, I don't think I've ever seen, I mean, we get the organic leaf. Remember when I was using it for aloe for here in our thing? I can't drink any caffeine. Yeah, caffeine can trigger reflux and anxiety. I could probably do some damage when I'm drinking. My crew is what made me switch to Rise. Yeah, you can get it. They also have this. I mean, I think, I'll show you. This is my freezer, and this is frozen aloe. My daughter got this. It's bite size. I have not used it, but you know, you can make it like this, and they're little chunks. I think they're like like a 2 ounce chunk. Oh, it's like little crumbles. It's not my thing. I wouldn't make it like this because I have access to the organic leaf, and I can also. There you go, Linda. You got to go watch my video and go read all the notes that I made for aloe. We did a whole class on aloe 2 weeks ago on a Wednesday morning. So yes, so that will help. Okay, so now, so pretty much for all of these, you know, the nettle is 1 to 2 cups for allergy prevention. I would start that now. If you have bad seasonal allergies, get on the nettle. And nettle and quercetin, great way to fight. But that's something like you have to take it for a year. You know, if you get that supplement, nettles and quercetin together, you will, you know, there's a benefit to that, but it's a long-term thing that you have to do. Again, when you have seasonal allergies, it's just immune. Your immune system is a little weak, so you got to figure it out. Aloe one comes frozen to your door from Flora. Yeah, I mean, to me, if you can get it fresh, it's better. I think it has better medicinal properties, but if you can only get it frozen, get it frozen. You could get that George's aloe shipped to you, which is better, I think, than the frozen plant. But if that's the way you like it, if you want to do it in a smoothie, go for it. If it works, do it. All right, general guidance. For acute issues, digestive upset, headache, cold, drink as needed until the symptoms improve. So if you're sick, you know, drink as much tea as you need. Just keep drinking. If you are, so for anything acute or chronic, you got to drink your tea, you know, for a while till you get it under control. You know, you're working diet, you're working all of that mind, body, soul stuff, and then you're drinking your tea, right? And then for long-term benefits, like consistency is key, right? We fall off. So for me, to relieve stress, I'm drinking lemon balm and holy basil, you know, every day. And then I feel better and I stop. And then it comes back and I start my whole thing again. I haven't taken, you know, what am I missing to like get rid of my stress? And then obviously listen to your body. Like somebody said today, if it does the opposite for them, don't use it, right? If you're not getting results, try a different tea. And then on here, you'll have like best ways to prepare a tea bag. I mean, that stuff's for you guys. Fresh filtered water, right? You're heating the water to the right temperature, 200 degrees Fahrenheit. You're steeping for the recommended time. I think a tea bag is 5 to 15 minutes. What are good for high blood pressure? We talked about that. Maybe nettles because of its magnesium content. That, you know, I would go there. Cover your cup while it's steeping. That's one thing I didn't do today on those. But yeah, I always use my teacup. I learned this from my grandma. She used to always put her little, you know, teacup plate over her coffee cup. And then what I do, and what most people do, is when they get their tea bag, you wrap it around the spoon. I mean, I remember my grandma, she would take her little tea bag, she would do it, right? And then oh my God, you can't do it when it's not wet, right? And then she'd wrap it around like this, squeeze it out, and then she'd put it right by the kitchen sink because she'd use it a second time. Those are the depression babies, right? Well, Cheryl, that's it. That's really it. That's the whole point of me, is that if we find ways to help ourselves, I would have to look. Yes, hawthorn berry is a berry, but see, when you do those single herbs, you have to be careful, because if you're on blood pressure medicine and you use like a hawthorn berry, or you use a nettle, and you say you drink like 2 or 3 cups a day, I believe that it could change the amount of medication that you're using, or you might have like a reaction. So you have to go slow. That would be the only thing I would say. And then what was I just saying before that? I forgot what I was just saying. Yes. Oh, we have to be our own doctor. What's your take on elderberry syrup? Okay, so elderberry, for me, we made it in there's a video out on YouTube where you can see my first kitchen pharmacy class was all about cold and flu. And what I say about elderberry is, if you remember during the pandemic, there was something that some of the doctors, there was like a group of doctors, and I can't talk about it here, but I would happily share it with you guys if you like. I think we're going to do a Zoom call, because that's the most protected, on the politics of food. Would you guys like that? I mean, I'm steeped in there, but I don't really share that stuff with you guys. But I'm happy to do it. But so going back to that, so they talked about elderberry syrup and a cytokine storm. Cytokine storm, and again, remember, I'm a layperson, I'm not a doctor. Okay, I see a lot of people want that. So get on the Book of Face so I can get you in there. This will be the only time I'm political, and I'm not going to be. We'll save it for there. If you are not interested, if I do that, we'll talk about it. Never mind. We'll talk about it off of this. They talked about something called a cytokine storm, and I'm not a doctor, so I'm explaining it in a way that I would explain to my sister, right? What they talk about in a cytokine, it's like an immune response, and it overstimulates the immune system. And they were talking about, if you had, the Rona, you drank elderberry syrup, it was overstimulating the immune system, and people were having a reaction. So I tread lightly around, yes. Williams, we don't talk like, we're not giving people money. That's weird. Yeah, we'll do it. Let's do that when I come back. Maybe on a Tuesday or Thursday night. We'll do that before the masterclass starts. But I tread lightly, because a lot of you guys that are out there have some immunocompromised things going on. So I tread lightly with elderberry. Now, that being said, the world in my bubble loves elderberry syrup. They give it to everybody. My Book of Face, everything for me is the organic food movement. Everything. Book of Face, YouTube, Insta, all of it. My email, Chef Liz. I should make one of those link trees. Now I understand what it is. But you can find all of those. You can tap into my website to get to the book. My Kitchen Essentials is all there. It's the same everywhere, so it's easy to find me. All right, so just get on everything. But I mean, my closest group, we have over 600 people now in our Book of Face group. That's the strongest, and where I post a lot of like all the recipes and stuff. All right. And, don't forget, you got a lot of work. we're at 55,000. I like to get 100,000. That's my goal on every live. We're behind, so we might need like a little big thing. Get all, join the team. Make sure you're in that heart me that pushes us out. Oh, Yoli. All right, so you have to email me. I have a whole collection of people that are not on the Book of Face, and I email you. So, yeah, I think I do, right, Cindy? I think I have that, yep. So just email me, and that you can email me. The little envelope is right on my thing. There we go. Whoop, whoop. Let's do a power down. Whoop, whoop. I love that. So yeah, I have a whole collection of people in a group that are like non-FBs. So I get you the information. What else? I think we covered everything today, but I can certainly talk about more medicinal stuff with you for a little while. I love a double tea bag. I like to sometimes, when I'm sick, certainly when I'm cold, if I have a cold or something, I mix and match. So you can do all of that. Hi, Alfreda. You guys, all of my favorite peeps are losing their subscriptions, so don't forget. And then you'll have a loose tea. All of this information is here. You have everything you need. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll add to this some of the... wait, let me make a note. You guys were looking at kidney support, blood pressure, liver. So I will add to this list of teas and so that you have them. All right. What else? Oh, it's 10 o'clock. I gotta go. I have a meeting at 10. Ooh, we've been on a long time. I love it. Any other questions before I jump for today? Okay, I am traveling starting today. That means I'm not popping up in the kitchen. Sunday, I'm gonna have to be yapping with you guys somehow through. We might just be talking like this because I'm going to be in the midst of traveling. I might be in a car. So we're going to drive back from North Carolina, so I don't know if I think doesn't TikTok kind of sense that, so I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm going to do my best. I will see you some point this weekend, and I'll try and put it out to the Book of Face. Maybe we'll do our politic thing. Maybe we'll do our Zoom on politics. Okay, I got an idea for Sunday morning. Yeah, I can't do it in the car, so we'll see. But I just really appreciate all of you, and we have a lot to do. I'm cranking along, I'm getting organized. The book's gonna be out soon. The soup book's coming out. You have to do a green screen? Oh, okay, that's good. All right, so if I do the green screen, I'll be able to do it. Perfect. We might be green screening it this weekend. And we'll do some fun stuff. I'll come up with some yapping we could do. Woo-hoo! All right. I will see you all maybe on Thursday or Friday. And my daughter wants me to cook for her while I'm down there, so I don't know how I'm going to do it, but maybe we'll do some college cooking on her little hot plate in her we'll do some dorm room cooking. That might be fun, actually. All right, my friends, later. See you soon. I love all of you, and we will catch up in a couple of days. But you'll see me on, you'll see my posts and stuff. And if you need me, don't forget to email me. I will, my crazy girl. She's been poking me, classy. She's been poking me all morning. Have a wonderful day. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I know I always feel like I'm on vacation all the time in this house. It always feels good. Have a wonderful day, everybody.